Hello everyone, my name is Kira and today I will be discussing a big problem about DPS in recent Genshin history. Something that is genuinely starting to affect the game and the players in a very negative light, so let's talk about it. So, what am I referring to? A problem that is ruining the meta and everything? Sounds a little extreme, doesn't it? Well, I am not exaggerating. The problem is simple, DPS are relying on a new support to be good, for example being Flins in Alpha. On paper, it doesn't sound that bad or unusual. I mean, Hu Tao for the longest time needed Xingqiu, Yilan, Zhongli, sometimes all of them. A lot of DPS back then needed Kazuha, and even in Somero the majority relied on Nahida, and in Fontaine the majority relied on Furina. So what is the problem here? It's simple, the release schedule. It's the fact that these units release back to back. Look at Emily and Kinich, Mavwika and Kitlali, Skirk and Escoffier, and even more recently Inafa and Flins. They all released back to back, and in the case of Mavwika, literally at the same time. And the DPS needed the support so badly, they were almost terrible without them. Normally I wouldn't make it a big deal, because so far it's only been a minor hit to DPS. A 20 to 30% loss is big, but it's not the end of the world, and most likely you could clear endgame with that kind of damage loss anyway. But right now we're reaching a point where the DPS doesn't even feel that good to play without the support. One thing I forgot to mention about Flins in my last video is that Inafa isn't only needed for more damage, she's his only good sustain option that doesn't mess up his team building. You heard that right folks, she's also important because of her shielding. Most other team comps without Inafa are sustainless, completely messing up his gameplay. Maybe not unusable, but this is a very concerning precedent moving into Notcry. We have so many new hyped units coming up, and if you save for them so long only to realize they suck without the support means you have to follow leaks to know who does what and plan properly. That is not good. It's not healthy for the game, and Hoyo themselves hate leaks and take them down as quick as possible. Releasing supports and then their signature DPS right after is a very scummy move clearly meant to bait us to spend money. For now, with good enough pull plans and good luck, you can be fine, but when does it hit the point where it isn't? Where do we hit the point where spending money is the only way you could realistically attain the duo you're meant to get? This is also not considering the fact that the endgame generally caters to the team or reaction being pushed out, meaning without either of the units you're cooked. But there is a saving grace. Simply getting the support only. What am I yapping about, you say? I am saying the best solution, or cope with the problem, is to get the support only. Because the endgame caters towards the reaction or team core, and not the DPS themselves. Meaning, if you simply use an Alpha with any electro-charged core in the game, you should be able to comfortably clear the endgame. If you like the DPS themselves, that's a different story, and it rotates back to the problem of lack of primogems that I mentioned earlier. But if you're F2P, you probably have realized at this point that you need to plan your pulls properly to be able to actually clear endgame. And that's what my channel is exactly for, helping people decide who to pull for and not fall for FOMO traps, and clear comfortably while still having leftover primogems to get their favorites. But shameless plug aside, this is my idea of an actual solution to this problem. Stop making units rely on each other. Stop releasing that units that rely on each other back to back. Unless you give a sufficient enough primogem count to be able to realistically get both, which in most cases they do not. Look at Skirk and Escoffier, only around 106 pulls in 2 patches where 2 heavily reliant on each other units release. Are you kidding me, Hoyo? You can't even realistically get one of these units, let alone both. But for now, until they stop doing it, if they ever do, plan your pulls properly, don't fall for FOMO traps, and may the RNG gods bless you. Now that I finished this quick little rant session, what do you think? Is it an actual problem or am I exaggerating it? Let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear your opinions. If this video is entertaining or informative, please like and subscribe. I'm a small content creator and appreciate any support. Have a good day or night wherever you are, and bye.